Remembering Our Spirits, January 28th, 2023. Emmett Fox, Around the Year with Emmett Fox. The Dual Law of Thought. Every thought is made up of two factors, knowledge and feeling. A thought consists of a piece of knowledge with a charge of feeling. And it is the feeling alone that gives power to the thought. No matter how important or magnificent the knowledge content may be, if there is no feeling attached to it, nothing will happen. On the other hand, no matter how unimportant or insignificant the knowledge content may be, if there is a large charge of feeling, something will happen. It makes no difference whether the knowledge content is correct or not, as long as you believe it to be correct or not. I'm going to start that again. It makes no difference whether the knowledge content is correct or not, as long as you believe it to be correct. Remember, that is what we really that it is what we really believe that matters. A report about something may be quite untrue, and if you believe it, it has the same effect upon you as if it were true. And that effect again will depend upon the quantity of feeling attached to it. When we understand this law, we see the importance of accepting the truth with joy and in every phase of our experience. You will show me the path of life in your presence in fullness of joy. Our thoughts create our reality. That's true. And if you're having experiences that you don't want to have, then there's a deeper subconscious thought, belief, perception that's in the driver's seat of your life. That's my experience. Thoughts, when we think them over and over again and assign truth to them, they become our beliefs. That's the law of attraction. This book was written published in 1931. So much has been discovered and so much has been learned about our thoughts, especially with neuroscience and the discovery cancel, the expansion of our knowledge within the area of neuroscience. I said yesterday on the 27th that my life until 1993 was driven by fear-based thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. And I use that languaging, and it's from A Course in Miracles. Fear-based thoughts. After my near-death experience, I went into a practice of transforming those fear-based thoughts into love-based thoughts. This is how I started. It's this simple. I invite you, God, into this fear-based thought, and I am grateful that you transform it into your love and your truth. That was my prayer. That was my practice, and it is to this day. In 1993, that practice, probably the first 10 years, from 1993 to 2003, that was a brainer. That practice was a brainer. And there are times in my life when my fear gets triggered. They talk about it in a charge. Emmett Fox talks about the feeling as a charge. I say triggered. Those feelings get triggered. Those meanings I assign to myself get triggered. And it's a brainer again. However, because I've been doing this for a while now and practicing remembering my spirit, I experience a lot of peace of mind and calmness, and I actually don't use the word happiness, because happiness to me is a ripple on a stream, and it comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes, like all of the other feelings I have within the human experience. And if I try to block that stream, what happens to the water? It becomes icky and rancid and toxic. So for me, happiness is a feeling, and that is not my area of focus. My area of focus is, what are my spiritual practices? Am I doing them daily? And gratitude. I practice gratitude all the time. People have said to me at different times, "Oh, you seem so happy." And it's like, no, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Practicing gratitude places my mind in a state of being neutral. So I don't have any super high highs or super low lows. Now, within the human experience, I can experience low lows. My father passed away in June of 2020, and my father was my person. He was my person. And that loss took me into a depth of grief that I had never experienced before. I sought assistance through a grief counselor. Her motto was grace through grief. Having experienced that depth of grief, I now get to meet people when they are walking through that depth of grief and walk forward with them. Our thoughts create our reality. I've shared a lot today. I'm going to simply go with it and post this and take the best for you and leave the rest. I'm sharing, and we are here remembering our spirits. My name is Sharon, and I'm simply sharing. Have a blessed day.